Hello and welcome to Budget Model Railways, and today we're back with Double O. So I did a video a little while ago about these wiring tube points, but I didn't explain much else about the layout. So it's quite a bit to talk about, so stay with us. I'm going to talk about baseboards, backscenes, concept, and this got a few unusual ideas on this one as well. You can see in the backscene and things, so stick with it. So this came about because I got the idea of doing an exhibition layout where I could let people have a go at shunting and really to try and promote the inglenook concept. Now I did a couple of videos ago about how I've altered the couplings so that that's nice and easy. And obviously I've got my wiring tube. Again, have a look at the video if you haven't seen it, so people at the front can operate the points. So it's nothing particularly special in a concept. The only thing different is I'm going to put the controller in here, which will be hidden by that building. I've got then a Metcalf warehouse building that I'm going to lower and cut in half, and that will go along the back. And then a simple little station, and there are a couple of any scale models buildings in there. The Pico town backscene, I'm not sure I can make this work. Hold on, bear with me. Pico town backscene that you know quite well along the back, so that'll be nice and simple. The track is just on ballast mat, which in this case is roofing felt. I'm not going to ballast it because I want it to be relatively quick and easy to build, and also because I want it to be pretty reliable. So I've got Pico points there. People often ask me about track lists. Relatively simple, left and a right point, Pico, double straight, single straight, double straight, single straight, R606 in the Hornby curve, and that's a funny little bit of Lima track there. And then I've got a bit of flexi track. Now this is just made from some bits of old wood I had kicking around. The baseboard on this is a floating shelf, but the back scene's a little different, as you can see. This is clear plastic. This is used for roofing on, we actually got it from somebody who had it on the roof of a cat's hutch. So it didn't cost me anything. And neither did the timber, which came from the local tip shop. So if I come round here, timber frame to support the clear plastic. This will obviously have the back scene against it. And you can see that on the back. Now the idea of this again, potentially, some of you will have watched the N-gauge one I did. So the idea of this is to be able to put it potentially on the back of my motorbike, across the panniers. That's why it's being built robust. Now we had a few giggles about this. I'm obviously going to put a front and a top on it. In fact, what I'm going to do is put hinges here so that the top and the front are, if you like, in an L shape, and they will hinge back out of the way. So, as I said, lots of ideas, relatively simple concept for the layout, but I want to do the double O inglenook. I've done loads of N-gauge ones. I've actually done an HO one. I thought it would be nice to do a double O. It is interesting. It takes 4 times more room than an N-gauge one takes. But as far as a double O one goes, this is quite compact. I haven't done the measurements. I think this is 80 by 23 centimetres. You'll have to look that up in old money, I'm afraid. I haven't got the conversion in front of me. But it's hopefully going to be a relatively quick project. It's been quick so far. These were easy to do, and I'm quite pleased with those. That one's unglued itself, which is unhelpful. So I'll have to glue that back. Now, I needed some really good locos to run on it. This, I'd even forgotten I'd got, and it was the last double O loco I bought, a little Hornby 14X. It was cheap because it's missing its rear coupling, but because I'm doing an inglenook, that doesn't matter. But it's a really nice runner. Of course, I've stopped it on the frog, so it's not going to run. Typically, so I said it was a really nice runner, right up to the point I wanted it to run, and then it's not running. So it's a nice little loco, operates well on there. Typically, as always in videos, it's been running fine till I made the video, so I'll have a tinker with that. But my Hornby Bagnall shunter runs on it quite well, as do my Terriers. So it's going to be a nice little layout, quite good fun to use, but as I say, the intention is to at some point exhibit it If anybody knows anybody that's running an exhibition who thinks they might be interested, let me know. To be able to stand at the front, because the controller will be there, the point operation is there, have the cards for the wagons at the front to shuffle, and people can then have a go at doing inglenook shunting. So there we go, back to double O for a little while. Not going to be much work on it for a couple of weeks. I've pretty much done the N-gauge one that I'm working on, and I'll do an update on that at some point. And then I will work on this one. And then I've obviously also got my double oval N-gauge to do some work on. So let me know. I'm sure a lot of people will be interested to see we're back on double O. And I'll have some progress for you soon.